Hello and a warm welcome to Either Side of Nhill. I'm Kristy, representing the Melbourne half, and I hope you're all doing well.
And I'm Ben, representing the Adelaide half. Thrilled to be joining you all today. It's just the two of us, enjoying each other's company and soaking up the charm of Nhill from both sides.
It should be from either side.
I know.
Imagine that.
So listeners, this podcast will feature some content written by us and some written by CHAT GPT. See if you can tell. We don't think it should be too hard to figure out. What about the intro?
Oh, no, definitely. That was written by me. I like a warm and hearty welcome, Ben.
And I'm often thrilled. So yes, it felt very personal.
I felt like saying that. I felt like reading that in a really posh English accent.
Yeah, it's very formal. But you know what? I feel like we should actually say hello to each other now.
G'day, Ben. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's good to see you.
Oh, it's so lovely to see you too. And I have been having a lot of fun playing around with Chat GPT or Magic Chat, whatever you might call it. It's been super, super fun. So, stay tuned and see if you can pick out what we've got lined up below. Yeah.
Hey,
so what's going on, Ben? How have you been? What's happening in beautiful Adelaide?
Well, Adelaide has been pretty busy the last month or so, as you know. Fringe and Adelaide Festival kind of go off right through February, March. That's all done now, so they're taking everything down. All the comedians are now in your patch at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival.
Actually, I think that started. Does it start today?
It's already started.
This week? Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, it's off and running and going great guns. But they were all here, a lot of those comedians, because I follow a lot of them on your socials, and they're all at Melbourne now. So, look, it was great. Autumn is here, so we've had a bit of cooler weather, and as you know, my son plays tennis on Saturdays, and
he's a gun.
He's a bit of a gun. He couldn't play this week because he has had a bit of a cold, poor lad.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he had a virus.
That's not good. Hope he's feeling better soon. And you touched on autumn, and we're just about to go back out of daylight savings.
Yeah, actually, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, we put the clocks forward.
This is the one that sucks. Yeah.
This next 6 months is dark.
Yeah, and you lose that hour, which just messes.
So I need to go to bed early tonight.
You do, yeah, and get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or something, which will actually be 3. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
no,
very confusing.
Oh God, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, autumn is here, and it is super cool. It's been actually pretty shitty, miserable in Melbourne today. It's quite cool.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Well, we've got the showdown tonight. So Crows versus Port. So when this episode goes out, it will have already happened. I'm hoping that the Crows can actually win. I'm predicting a Crows win.
By how much?
Oh, probably not much. Let's say 27.
Okay.
I just picked that randomly.
Yep. Yeah. They've been kind of quiet, the Crows, haven't they? We don't get much Crow news in Melbourne.
No,
it's all Collingwood, Carlton.
Oh yeah,
there's been a bit of news about the Saints because they've got their 150th year celebration tonight at the MCG. So it's Saints v Essendon, and it's on TV.
Wow.
So,
cool.
Yeah, it should be good.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So, do you get that one on TV, or will you get the showdown, the derby?
No, we'll get the showdown definitely, but they might have the Saints on another channel or something. I don't know. We'll see if we can see both, but I don't know. So, yeah, it's all happening in Adelaide. There's a few things going on. Northern Light Theatre Company have their final night of Catch Me If You Can, which sadly I won't be able to see, but some very good friends of mine are going to be in that show. So all the best. Gavin Cianci, Michelle Davey is the director, and she's fantastic. She was my sidekick in Mamma Mia. We were a couple in Mamma Mia. Yeah. She's amazing, and from all reports, it's great. Also, Dave McGillivray, who's a fantastic singer, and lots of others in the cast. It's actually a really big cast. So
cool.
And it's been going really, really well. In fact, they've probably sold out today and tonight. Come From Away, which is on Her Majesty's Theatre, is on at the moment. which I haven't seen, but everyone's saying it's
Everyone's
absolutely
raving
incredible.
about it. Was on
Yeah,
in Melbourne for a really long time. I know someone who did watch it, went to it, and she absolutely said, "Don't miss it." But
yeah.
I don't know, there's something
It's
about that
sad.
didn't grab me. I know the story. It's about 9/11
Yeah, I think
in
it's
the
about a small town in
yeah,
around 9/11. Yeah. So I think it's very sad and probably very dramatic and quite
yeah,
heart-wrenching. Yeah.
yeah. But it's meant to be
So
good.
you gotta be
Hamilton's just finished up in Melbourne,
Oh, wow.
and also Mary Poppins is running at the minute. So I wouldn't
Oh,
mind seeing Mary
yes.
Poppins. I think that one looks really good. But
We've
yeah,
got Mary Poppins coming, which I think
Hamilton's finished
actually
up. I
she's
think in Australia. That was
Right.
massive. Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't come here, but a lot of people went to Melbourne to see it. So,
Hmm.
yeah, so that's what's happening in Adelaide. I mean, there's tons going on. And like, it gets into autumn, winter, the wineries start to have their food festivals and everyone's wanting to go to those kind of regions to soak up the more cool, like those places do really well in winter because you can go and have fires and
Yeah.
wines and nice food. And so all of the regions, really, this time of year, it's a beautiful time to get out into the hills and to the wineries and see all those really cool things that are going on.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds really nice, Ben. I haven't
Yeah.
been out to the winery because we've got the Yarra Valley here or down the Mornington Peninsula. But yeah, God, there's some beautiful wineries. And at the autumn time when all the leaves are changing and
Yes.
the vineyards are kind of looking,
Mm,
getting their autumn leaves fall off, it's really beautiful. Super, super pretty.
yeah.
Well, I've had a really busy couple of weeks too, and that includes a couple of massive events at work.
Mm.
And we had one yesterday, and I was the Zoom controller. So it was a big event, had about 140 people register. And we had about 100 people online, and the rest were in real life.
Oh,
And then
wow.
we had a panel of 4 people, and then we had one person actually presenting remotely. And so
Oh,
you love it, Ben. I had 2 computers going, plus the 2 big screens in the lecture theatre, plus the AV monitor at the front of the lecture theatre. And oh my God, there were a few bumps, and
yep.
there were a lot of people in the chat going, we can't hear. Can people please speak closer to the microphone? And, and then some people were like, oh, we can't see the slideshow.
Oh, no.
I was getting so confused, Ben. I was just bricking myself. I was all sweaty and and then I got the giggles because I thought, oh my God, this is just going to custard. But anyway, it all worked out okay in the end. And I was just too scared to touch anything, like to touch
Yeah.
that monitor or that monitor. And then we had the camera and the live streaming. It was pretty good. It was good though. It was a good event. It was about, yesterday's one was about social impact and
Mm.
leadership in social impact. So we had the commissioner for the Australian charities and non-profits come and chat and talk about leadership in the social impact sector.
Fantastic. Oh, I love
Yeah,
that. That's so good.
yeah, and we had another one a couple of weeks back, and that was the commencement lecture, which is to commence the academic year. So we get an
Mm.
alumnus to come back and present to all the newbies. And she's the lady who presented is a lawyer. She works for Justice Connect. And anyway, she has built and rolled out this online program globally, giving access to people in lower socioeconomic areas access to pro bono lawyers.
Oh, wow.
I know. And the whole time when she was speaking, I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. You are amazing. Like
Yeah.
then she showed the stats, from 10 years ago, how people accessed lawyers. They couldn't afford to pay for lawyers, pro bono. And then now what she's been able to do, it was just incredible. The millions and millions of people that have been able to access free legal services across the world is just unreal. It was so
Wow.
incredible. So yeah, I've had some really interesting events. So
Yeah,
at
sounds like it.
my new role, but something I did so fun last Saturday, I have to share with you. I know you've
Yeah,
probably seen some
please.
photos.
I have, but share for our listeners, absolutely.
Last Saturday, I had the opportunity to do a workout on a rooftop in Richmond, Melbourne, with I don't know if you call her a celebrity trainer, Tiffany Hall. I'm part of the TIFXO program, have been
Yeah.
for like 5 years. And she picked, there was 50 people that got to do this workout on the rooftop, and just pretty much all women. They've videoed it. It was live to other. There's about 30,000 people in her
Oh my God.
community. It's a private community. Like you paid
Wow.
you paid annual membership. So yeah, it was just so good. Everyone got to meet Tiff and take photos, and I
Yeah.
did a video testimonial for TIFXO.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. And then we had a really hard workout, and yeah, it was just ace. It was really, really good fun.
Yeah, fantastic. Is that the first time you've actually met her face to face?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. And what
yeah.
was it like? We talked about meeting celebrities before. Did she stand
Yeah.
up to
Oh my
the?
God. Couldn't be more gorgeous.
Oh,
Super
really?
approachable, really incredibly friendly and kind. And she said hello to every single person, took a photo with every single person.
Wow.
Yeah. And her crew were all just absolutely fantastic. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was really good. Like, you feel like you get to know people in the community, and some people like share a lot or post a lot.
Mm,
They're called
mm.
welfies. We post a welfie after you've done your workout and what was good, what was bad, what you had to modify, blah, blah. But it was really fun. It was so much fun. I loved it a lot.
Well, that's
So,
awesome.
yeah,
Good
she
on
hasn't
you.
done one of these live workouts for maybe 4 years because
Oh,
of
okay.
COVID, and she
Yeah.
was pregnant. She's had a couple of
Mm,
babies in
mm.
between. You might know her from she was on Biggest Loser.
Biggest Loser.
I think
Mm.
she was one of the mentors, and she was a gladiator.
Oh, right.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, so she's black belt in karate. Her family have a very famous in Melbourne. It's called Hall's Taekwondo.
Oh,
So
okay.
some of the programs are a lot of Taekwondo sort of
Mm. She did a
focus.
lot of that stuff, I remember, on The Biggest
Yeah,
Loser.
yeah,
And she's married
and
to Ed Cavalier as
yeah,
well.
she's married to Ed Cavalier. So, and
Yeah.
their little boy was there, little
Arnie.
Arnie. Oh my God, he's just so cute. So he did the workout with us too. So
Oh,
yeah, it was
gorgeous.
really fun.
Fantastic.
It was a really fun Saturday way to spend a Saturday. So I just caught the train in, and that was really cool with my yoga mat.
You
Yeah,
yuppie. God.
yeah.
Did you have your turmeric latte in your keep cup as well? Bloody hell.
No, I didn't. But something else which is pretty exciting at the moment is our book club.
Yes, absolutely. It's going off.
Okay, which one should I read, Ben? My one or the chat one?
Oh, well, I
I'll
don't
read the chat one.
read the chat one because I think the chat one's actually
Yeah.
quite. I think Chat
Exciting
GPT
news.
has.
Yeah, exciting news. One lucky listener is currently immersed in Rachel Lynch's book thrilling novel, Bold Lies. As the only book club in the world featuring one book, we eagerly await their review. We hope the book arrives safely, as we highly recommend this series and encourage anyone who stumbles upon another book in the series, grab it from the special bin at their local post office. Happy reading.
Oh dear me, Rachel
It's,
Lynch. Oh, we're
it's
so
so
sorry.
funny.
Honestly.
Oh my God. This is true though. One lucky listener, I've posted the book to one of our ESON listeners.
Yeah.
She's listening.
Yeah.
Hello.com. Where's the review?
Come on.
This is our only book.
She's reading all the others in the series now. She's gone back catalogue on us.
No, yeah, because this is book 4 in the series of 5.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a gentle, friendly reminder to the person that's got the book to hurry up and finish it. Then we need to send it on to the next lucky listener.
Absolutely. We're going to get those reviews flowing, people. Come on, let's go.
Come on, let's go.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
waiting for that.
now today's episode has a couple of themes.
Yeah.
But have you finished updating us on what's been going on in Melbourne? Because there
I
seems
think
to be a
so.
lot happening. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there's AFL. That's all happening. Like I said, Saints are playing their like a really big milestone match tonight. It's their 150th year anniversary at the
Yeah.
MCG.
Yep.
And for those who don't know, the Saints have only won one premiership in 150 years.
Wow.
The last one was in 1966.
And you were there. You remember it.
Yes.
You were in the stands cheering them on.
I was 21 at the time. But it really, really was a long time ago, people. Come on. But anyway, I think like the Saints, I don't know. I feel like this year they've got a new cohort of players, new
Okay.
coach, a new old
New
coach.
old coach, yeah.
And, I think I don't know, it's looking good. But anyway, so fingers crossed that's, could be the start of something amazing.
Yeah, probably not, but we'll see.
Yeah, probably not. I probably won't ever see. I've been to one St Kilda grand final.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and they lost against Adelaide Crows. It was in 1997.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that was pretty bad.
And
That
then they
burnt
nearly did it.
hard.
They drew. Remember they
Oh,
drew
then
and
they
all of
drew.
that
That was
happened. Yeah.
2010 or 2011,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah.
That's
But
okay.
anyway, Easter's coming up, so I'm looking forward to a bit of a break at Easter time. What are you doing?
Beautiful.
Got anything happening?
We'll probably go to the beach for a couple of days. And
That sounds so excited.
to the shack. No, I'm just thinking. Yeah, no, we probably will.
Yeah.
We actually we are. We're going. We are. I say
That was a
probably.
question without notice. You
Yeah,
couldn't
it
go.
was. And see what
Yeah.
happened to me? Because my brain was somewhere else. I was still on the last subject, and
Oh,
it's hard for
sorry.
me to switch. So no, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the beach for a
Okay.
bit of time over Easter. So that will be
Yep.
lovely because it's been
Yeah.
busy times. Yeah.
So because I work
Should be
at a
lovely.
university, I get the Tuesday off. So I get Good Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday. So I get 5 days off.
Oh wow.
How
Okay,
good's
that's
that?
awesome. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, this year with the school term in SA, it kind of sucks a bit because Easter is while school is on. So we have Easter and then the kids go back to school for 4 days and then school goes into holidays.
Oh, right.
So it's normally Easter is in the school holiday, but they haven't done it this
Right.
year for some reason. So anyway,
Just the timing didn't work out.
timing didn't work out, but that's okay. So
Oh,
that's
that's
all right.
good. Kids get 2 breaks then.
Yeah, they get a long weekend and then they get 2 weeks
That's
off.
awesome. I reckon that's good.
Yeah, so
We'll be
okay,
doing.
let's go.
What are we going to be doing? We're going to.
I don't
I
know.
think I might be volunteering at a golf day down in the
Oh,
country.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
I
Okay.
did it a couple of years ago, and it was really funny. And I cooked sausages and onions on the barbie, and it was like when I was in between the front and the back nine.
Oh,
So
yeah,
me and this
right.
other
Okay.
lady, we cooked sausages. The people grabbed one on the way through. It was a charity event. And I
Mm,
swear by the end of the day, everything stunk of sausages and onions.
it
My
would
hair,
have.
yeah, everything, shoes, everything. I just stunk.
It's
But I
that's
don't
what
know.
happens.
I ate a lot of sausages in bread.
Oh, of course.
I
Yeah,
bloody
okay.
love sausage in bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong, can you?
Mustard?
You can. Oh, yeah, I like mustard and sauce. I'll even have onion sauce and mustard.
Grated
Yeah.
cheese?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just whatever fits. Yeah.
Whatever you can. So do you
Bacon.
go with your bread? Do you go on the angle or straight up and down?
Well, I've started going straight up and down now.
Oh,
It's
really?
better. It's
Yeah.
actually better. It is. People
Why?
go, you got to go the diamond sort of thing.
Yeah. Corner to corner.
Because I hate the way that you get the 2 pointy bits of bread and you got to hold them.
Oh,
Whereas if you
yeah.
wrap it the other way, you can kind of hold it almost like a hot dog kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hot dogs
Yeah.
don't go diagonal. Why do bread ones go diagonal? I don't get
Yeah.
it. So I've changed recently, and people see me and think, "What is going on? You know, get out,
Who is
get
this
out."
man?
Yeah, who is this person? But no, I'm a straight up and down hot dog
Yeah.
style guy now. Yeah,
Good on you, Ben. Bloody love
yeah.
it.
Now,
We're sorry, I was
oh
just
no,
going to
no,
tell you. I was going to tell
please.
you probably do some walking at Easter time.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I need to get fit. Okay,
right.
I need to get walking fit because I'm going hiking in
Oh,
August.
oh, wow. Okay,
I'm going.
where?
I'm going to fly to
Everest? Get dropped down in a
Kilimanjaro.
helicopter?
Kilimanjaro. Arthur's Seat in Frankston.
Yeah, the hill down the bottom of Nepean Highway
Yeah.
with my shopping bags.
Oh, one in each arm. So anyway, I'm going to go. We're going to fly to Broome,
Oh, lovely. Oh, really?
and
Okay,
then
yeah.
we're going to ultimately drive from Broome down
Mm.
to Perth.
Oh my God, that's like 1,000 kilometers,
It's a long way, Ben.
maybe more.
Not
Yeah.
in one day,
Okay.
right? We're taking 3 weeks, right? So anyway, but along the way there are many national parks, and
Is this
there's
Chat GPT again, or no? This is you.
no, this is me
This
feeding it.
is
I'm
you.
learning. I'm learning from Chat GPT how to speak like a
There are
robot.
many parks. Yeah.
So there's this one park, I can't remember what it is, but it's got lots of beautiful gorges, waterfalls, and yeah. So anyway, we've booked there for a couple of nights, but there's
Oh,
many walks. So when Howie said to me, we're going to be, this is the plan, I'm like, unreal. Do you know what my first thought was?
Snakes? No, I don't know.
What am I going to wear?
What am I going to wear? Really? Okay.
Yeah. How bad is that? So then I thought, what am I going to wear? I need proper hiking shorts and I need one of those shirts.
Sticks.
It's one in each arm.
Yeah.
Walking sticks.
Yeah. You need the kind of the breathable sort of, shirts that you get from outdoor stores.
I went straight to Anaconda.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Because I've got proper hiking shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, this is what I'm going to wear.
Are you going to have a bandana around your neck?
I've got
pop
one.
a few buttons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Let my chest grow really hairy.
That's it. Oh, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah. So
you're going to be looking the part.
Yeah. So anyway, I've got a nice pink shirt, really bright pink, and a pair of green sort of khaki shorts.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's going to be really good. Yeah.
You are going to be looking the business.
The shorts are a bit tight, so I need to lose a few kilos.
That's okay. It sounds like you're going to, because you're going to be walking.
Everywhere.
All this prep.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, that's something to look forward to in August. So I will no doubt keep you. Yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. So then we're going to swim with the whale sharks. There's all sorts of different places along that coast. It's amazing. It's the one place I haven't been to, and it is a long drive. So we've got 3 weeks to do it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I have to take my microphone so we can record while I'm away.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You're all right. I could hear that burp growling. That's disgusting, Ben.
I'm sorry.
What do you think our listeners want to? Do you need a quickies?
Oh, but I don't know. Maybe I should. I sculled my honey and lemon drink before we went on air, and now I'm
Ben's got gas.
Suffering.
Yeah. All right, cool. So
good to go. All right,
we are good to go.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is really exciting. But anyway, not as exciting as some public transport stories that we've got going on. And do you know why we have come to this point in our lives? Because we're on PT all the time. And we see so much stuff all the time. And I just want to talk about it. Because who else am I going to talk to? Who else will listen?
Well, I mean, I may not yet. We'll just get into it and see what happens. No, I'm interested to know. You've got some interesting characters, and hey, I'm here to listen, and I'm sure others will listen to this and go, yes, I catch public transport and these sorts of things happen to me.
Yes, I have seen that. So I catch a train into work. It's 2 trains, one into Richmond and then one out of Richmond, from Richmond out to Swinburne, right? So I've got to get on Sandringham line in the morning and then get off at Richmond and then jump on the Alamein line, right?
Okay, yeah.
Jesus, man. So anyway, I used to be on the Frankston line, but now I'm on the Sandringham line. So it's not as packed, right? Frankston line is chockers. Plus they're replacing all of the overpasses along the Frankston line. So there's all these get off here, catch a bus to this one, get back on here, then get off. There's buses replacing trains everywhere. It's a pain in the ass. So anyway, I'm on the Sandringham line, and picture this: getting on at my station. There's this one lady that gets on we kind of catch around about the 7:45, 8 o'clock train. Anyway, and anyway, she loves Elvis, so I've called her Elvis Lady.
Elvis Lady.
Right? So you know how you catch public transport at the same time, so you see the same people, they sit in the same seats.
Yeah,
You kind of get to know them, and you in your mind you're like, okay, that's Elvis Lady, that's Detective Man, that's Greasy Hair Man, right? So I've got names from. I'm sure other people do this too, right? So share us with your names. Anyway, so Elvis Lady, I was sitting across from her the other day, and do you know why I know she's Elvis Lady?
Tell me why.
She has a lapel pin on her jacket, Elvis. Yeah. She gets out her phone. What's the cover? Elvis.
It's got to be Elvis, yeah.
She was reading a book. What was it? Elvis, right? So anyway, she is Elvis, and she's got beautiful hair. Not like Elvis, but it's the jumpsuit that she wears kind of reminds me a bit more of Elvis. But So the other day, last weekend, I watched on Netflix Elvis the movie. Have you seen it?
Elvis, this
The
most recent
Yeah,
one?
Baz Luhrmann.
No,
Yeah,
no, I
it's pretty
haven't.
good. Yeah,
Is it? Yeah.
it's really it's a Baz Luhrmann production, so it's got all
Mm.
the
Glitz.
yeah, like Baz does so well. So anyway, when I saw her this past week, I just wanted to go to her. I saw the movie, the Elvis movie, and wasn't the actor fantastic? And wasn't the mum great in it? And it was so sad. Like the movie's kind of sad. It's sort of
Mm.
from Colonel Parker's point of view,
Okay.
and
Oh,
he
yeah.
ripped Elvis off, and he was a bit of a nasty guy. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's played by Tom Hanks.
Ah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is kind of a bit of a movie review too. So anyway,
It
I
is now.
really wanted to talk to her about the movie. And
Yeah.
do you think I should
Oh, I thought you were
come
going to
back
say
to
you
you?
did. If you do, that would be a great story.
Do you reckon I should record it
You'll probably
secretly?
you probably end up like looking after a coffee van in some car park or something.
Been there, done that.
No, please do. Go
Yeah.
on.
Do you want me to keep going with my PT peeves?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
who's this greasy hair dude that you talked
Oh
about?
my God, I see him every day and he gets on at a station. I see him when he gets on and then we get off at the same station. So I'm
Oh,
already on the
right.
train and I
Okay.
see him get on. He's
Yeah,
a
and
bit
you've
of a
got your
hipster
seat.
looking
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, I'm already, I always
Yeah,
try and
you're in your
sit in the
seat.
same
Yeah.
spot. I can get out the door quick, right? So anyway, he's got long grey hair that's greasy, right?
Oh, dear. Okay.
Now he puts stuff in it to make it look
Oh,
greasy,
he wants it to be greasy. Okay.
right?
Mm.
And anyway, I always sort of thought to myself, greasy hair, man, why don't you just wash your hair and put it in a man
Yeah.
bun or something?
It's just Melbourne after all. It's the
Or,
uniform.
put a beanie on it, right? If you like it, then you should have put a beanie on it. So anyway, whenever I see him, I don't want to be his friend, but anyway, because some people kind of look at you and they want you to be their friend.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't want to be his
You'd
friend.
get that a lot.
Yeah. So anyway, the other day I'm at Richmond Station. Who do I see? Oh my God, Mum's out the front. I have to go and let her in.
Okay, let's pause.
Yeah.
I'll keep it going.
All right. Mum will be here in a sec.
Oh, okay.
She's just coming in.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
yeah.
Where'd you get up to?
Greasy hair man. Anyway,
Yeah.
when I saw him walk up to the platform on Richmond Station, he had his hair cut like a number 2 all over. And I just wanted to go up to him and say, oh my God, you look fantastic. You look amazing. You look so much better. He looks about 30 years younger.
Really?
He looks so handsome. He looks neat and tidy. And he's no longer greasy hair man.
Gosh, so what is he?
Hot guy.
Clean hair man, hot guy. Yeah. Right.
Hot guy. God, can you hear the magpies at the back door?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. They're wanting their dinner.
They're wheat. Well, wow, you've got some serious characters going on in the public transport world.
Oh God, I could go on and on. I seriously have such a long list of public transport peeves.
But do you find that the people are like, because what I found being on public transport recently, because I haven't caught public transport for work, honestly, I've not caught public transport for work for probably nearly 20 years.
No way.
And no, I haven't, because I used to catch the bus way back when I worked at Hungry Jack's, but lived a long way because I worked at Hungry Jack's in Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
Worked there, sorry, and I lived in Edwardstown, so I had to catch
Oh.
a bus to the city and then a bus to Port Adelaide, and it was just horrible. And I did that, and I had some bad experiences.
It's a long way.
Yeah, and then I used to walk. I used to catch the bus to the city and then walk to my work for exercise when I worked sort of just out of the city. But now I'm catching the bus a little bit again, and people are kind of polite. Like I was thinking in preparation for this episode, I'm going to have all this material, I'm going to have all these people doing all these weird and crazy things, but it's quiet and people aren't yelling, and you don't get a lot of school kids being boisterous. Even the school kids that get on are fairly quiet, and they might be playing games on their phones. And
yeah,
like it's sort of quite. I actually enjoy it.
It's a
because
bit of you time.
it is. You just listen to the radio or listen to some music or just stare out the window, and you don't have to deal with the traffic. You can just be in the moment and be looked after.
You can, can't you? That's what I love
Yeah.
about it too. And quite often I'll do all the Either Side of Nhill social media done on the train. But in between some stations, it drops out, goes back to 3G. So
Oh,
annoying, Ben.
hello, Auntie Ash.
Oh, hello, darling. Didn't know if you could see me.
I can see you. So I have to say that most people on public transport are fairly friendly, right? But so I tried to think of a few things that do give me the irrits, as old people like to say. You know, when you're lining up, like at my local bus stop, you're kind of standing there casually waiting. But when it's getting closer to the bus coming and then more people come to the bus stop, you're like, don't you get on before me, because I know the seats are going to be limited. So I sort of get up and sort of maneuver towards the spot where you get on the bus. And then people are looking at me like, are you really getting up and getting in your spot? And I'm thinking, well, yeah, because if there's 3 seats left and I'm third, but I was supposed to be first, I'm going to lose my seat, man.
Yeah. So do
I
they
do
give you
that,
double
yeah.
dead eye?
I got dead eye the other day. He was not happy. He's looking at me like, oh, really? I think he was a bit younger and he probably thought, oh, this old guy's, got to get his spot. But maybe it was just my perception. But
I know, but I hate that. That happens at the trains too. When you walk to the train, you got to let people off first, right?
yeah.
You let people off first, and then there's kind of like an unwritten rule of whoever's closest or was there first. There's like an order. You got to
That's right,
stick to the
exactly.
order.
Yeah.
Just
Do you know
got to
what
stick to the order. And if you don't stick to the order, I mean,
There is no order.
If you go to Japan, there's like round dots on the ground where you stand.
Oh, right, really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's really organised.
I love that. I could live in that society.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing I find really, really funny is when the bus is getting fuller. So on the way in, because I'm way up, and I catch the O-Bahn. For those that don't know, the O-Bahn is
O-Bahn's
the
pretty
only
cool.
way to catch a bus. It's the best. It's fantastic. It goes super fast. And what I love is when the bus is getting fuller and people are coming
Super
down and they
fast.
kind of... It does. It goes like 90 k's an hour.
That is
It's really, really
fast. Like
fast.
Speed, the movie with Keanu
Yeah,
Reeves.
Yeah, and if you pass another bus, it's like, it's really quite intense. Yeah, it's fun. But when people go down the aisle and they got to work out who they're going to sit next to, but they can't look at you, so they've got to sort of side eye kind of go like, where am I going to sit? I don't want to sit there because he looks weird. I don't want to sit there because... So certain people would not want to sit next to me, and I get that. That's absolutely fine. But I find it quite funny. You almost want to turn around and go, who did they actually end up choosing over me?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to sit next to me?
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny, because yesterday when I was on the train, I saw something really, really weird, Ben. There was on the train, there's 6 seats, 3 that way, then 3 that way, in that little section.
Yeah.
So there was a guy sitting right up against the window. Then there was like a whole bunch of schoolgirls taking up the other seat, and they were all chattering away, having a great time going to work. And I was sitting across the aisle from them, right in the other lot of seats. And anyway, there was this lady sitting across the road from me, and she got her phone out and she took a photo of that group of girls and that one guy, because he looked really uncomfortable and he was just like, oh God, just get me out of here.
Yeah, right.
Because the girls were just so excited going to school, whatever. Animated, chatting. And anyway, the lady took a photo of the whole situation. And anyway, I thought it was really obvious that she was taking a photo. And then I could see her on her phone, texting it to someone. And I thought, hang on a minute. You just took a photo of 5 schoolgirls.
Yeah.
All would have been under 15, 14,
Yeah.
And this one guy, and now you've texted it to someone and you're like obviously sharing that. It's like, where's the consent in that?
Yeah, there's not.
Don't you think that's just a little bit odd?
It's horrible. This happens though. This does happen.
But she was so obvious, and I was actually quite shocked. I almost said something to her like, oh, that's actually not really appropriate. You can't do that. You don't have their consent to take their photos.
Yeah.
Like it was just really obvious because she was taking a photo of those people,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really weird. I didn't know what to say. So
I don't
actually,
know.
it was Thursday. It was Thursday or Friday. Yeah, because this couple were going to the Grand Prix. So I saw them. You can tell the people that were going to the Grand Prix.
Yeah, yeah.
But oh my God, there are some amazing things that you see on PT. Oh,
There are.
the other day, I saw a girl curling her eyelashes with the eyelash curler,
Fantastic.
putting on makeup. You see people putting on makeup all the time. Can't stand it when people are eating. Most people
Oh,
are on
yeah,
their
gross.
phones and plugged into
Absolutely.
something. But
Absolutely, yeah.
there was one time, it was late last year, and I was coming home. It was late, and not late, but it was sort of like 6:30, whatever. And there was a spare seat opposite this lady, and I was wondering why it was vacant. Anyway, she was a little bit strange. And anyway, she started talking out loud. And anyway, I sort of looked up and was like, "Oh, is she talking to me?" And I had my earphones in. I'm like, "Oh, sorry." And anyway, then once she had eye contact with me, that was it.
Locked in.
Kristy,
Locked in.
locked in.
Wow.
Anyway, the long story is she had been going for a job interview. And anyway, she was getting off at the end of the line. She emptied her entire handbag. And then anyway, she had clothes in there, bottles of Coke, and she was just chucking stuff on the ground and like, I don't want that anymore. Deck of cards, bottle of Coke, really random stuff.
Wow.
And then anyway, and then she said, "Oh, do you want this cardigan?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, it's really lovely, but no thanks. You keep it. You might need it for your next job interview." And anyway, she's like, "Nah," like she spoke really loudly. "Nah, I don't think I will. It's got a few holes in it, but I really want you to have it." I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Wow.
Look, do you know what? That would be great. I would love that cardigan." And anyway, so totally stunk. Anyway, so when I got out of got off my station, I chucked it straight in the bin and kept walking home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you probably did her a favour. She probably could struggle to let it go, obviously. She's keeping a lot of stuff in her bag.
Yeah. So
Sometimes
it was,
people need to do that. Oh, wow.
yeah. But anyway, so that was a really unusual experience on the train.
Oh, my goodness
Yeah,
me.
we get all sorts in Melbourne, that's for sure.
I bet you do. We used to have a local lady, and look, she was very sweet, but she used to have a watch, and she'd ask me what the time is like 6 times before the bus got there,
Yeah.
Have you got the time? Have you got the time? And yeah, she used to always ask, and she caught the bus for years afterwards.
She nervous?
I think she might have been nervous she was going to miss it, like, have I missed the bus, which is a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
And where you go, where we are, you can walk down the hill and you can actually see the bus coming down the road, and it's still got one stop before you. So if it's not there, you're good.
Yeah.
So she does often ask. She used to ask, and I said I haven't caught the bus for 20 years.
Yeah.
She was catching that bus that I was catching 20 years ago for
way.
a good another 12 or 15 years afterwards. Yeah, and I used to
way.
think, there's the lady that. Yeah, but look, hey, I got to say,
I could
public
go
transport
on and on and on.
We could. And do you think our listeners are going to be enjoying this? Or are going to be
I
like,
don't
stop
know. We just have to
complaining?
complain about.
I think we are having a bit of a whinge. We got our juices flowing there.
We did,
But
but
it took us a while to get there.
Don't get me started on stuff that shits me because I'm writing a book.
Well,
yeah.
Well, you're driving. We know you've got road rage.
Yeah. So anyway. And then also we had because we did put the call out on our social media, and one of our amazing listeners got back to us and said, because I wanted to know what's public transport like in Nhill.
No, yeah.
And anyway, somebody came back and said, there's no public transport in Nhill. I'm like, geez, sorry. So now I feel like a real, whinger because I'm complaining about public transport when you know what, the trains come every 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You don't have to wait long. And
now you're just rubbing it in.
Oh, I should stop.
Jeez,
just stop.
How much worse do you want to make them feel?
I know. Well, Nill's got the overland.
It does, and that's very convenient. It's once every 24 hours.
I think it only comes a couple of times a week. Anyway.
Oh my goodness! So look, that's public transport.
I am not whinging, but it can be.
You can't backpedal.
No, I can't.
You and your yoga mat and your lattes and your hiking and your public transport every 3 minutes.
Oh my God!
Life's hard, isn't it?
Oh my God, Ben! Now I feel terrible. So
no, don't feel terrible.
Why don't we wrap up this podcast with some puns?
Why don't we? Because this was going to be the episode. It was going to be public transport peeves and bad puns. Because really, I think we just wanted to have a whinge.
I know.
Because then we were going to talk about all the things that are wrong with us and how we could fix them. But, how much complaining can you do in one episode, really?
Yeah. Well, I still want to do the episode when we put the call out for people with illnesses, and then we can diagnose them and diagnose them.
I do worry that someone might call with something serious. It's got to be like
funny.
Okay, no, it's good.
No, all right. Funny in my head,
Let's
probably not appropriate. Yeah. So yeah, call in, listeners, if if you want to talk about some of your illnesses. Ben will diagnose you. You might hear my mum's just arrived. So she's sitting here right next to me. So
that's so good.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see her, Ben.
On Wednesday.
Oh, she's got a sore ear.
Well, that's probably tinnitus or something.
Tinnitus. It could be tinnitus.
No, I got that in that ear.
No, that's the other ear, she said. Oh, no.
It could be an infected piercing. Is it an infected?
I've got some wax on.
Hang on. Ben's just giving you a medical update. He said to speak up. He said it could be an infected piercing. I'm not sure if she heard it. She's got a little wax hole in that one.
Get the syringe out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I can give you an update on the next episode on Mum's left ear.
Absolutely.
Right. Her right ear.
The left one will be done by then too. Give us an update on both.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, so we were going to talk about some puns that we don't like. So there's this thing going on social media at the moment. You get these videos of people doing dad jokes, and they're going to try and make each other laugh, So they'll say these terrible, terrible jokes, and then the other person is supposed to not laugh, but the jokes are really bad. They're like what they call dad jokes.
Yeah.
And I hate them. I can't watch the videos. And,
You're a
brands.
dad.
I am, but that doesn't mean I can't be funny. Brands are using it as a bit of a way to plug that they get football players or they'll get celebrities to kind of do these things, and it's awful. So that was sort of where I was coming at it from. Let's have a whinge about some of the puns that we don't like, and there's quite a list.
Oh, God, there's such a list.
Once you get us started, people, that's it. We can't stop. But what should I tell you some of the ones I don't like, or what do you want to do?
Go for it, Ben. Totally.
Well, there's a few that do irritate me. Look, I have to caveat this by saying that
welcome caveat to the podcast.
Come on in. Caveat's got a sore nose. I don't know what's wrong with it. Caveat, just get it sorted. See, that's a bad joke there, right there.
It wasn't even funny.
It wasn't even funny.
Don't take that to crank a comedy.
No, well, I did crank her last Tuesday. It was super fun. Look, I'm not saying that the people that say these things, I don't like the people. I just don't like the sayings. So if you say these things, look, I do apologise if you take it personally. But, when you say, like, I thought I might actually go and, clean the gutters out myself, and then someone will go, well, you know what thought did?
Yeah.
I don't even know what does that actually mean?
Well,
I don't get it.
No.
What did thought?
I don't know.
Thought is not a person.
I know, but I think it is. Because you know what thought? Thought his feet were hanging out the end of the bed, so he got out of bed to have a look. And they weren't hanging out. Oh, see, that's really shit.
Oh, the other one I don't like is now Jerry Seinfeld does a really good joke about this. So, and I've got his book. If I find it, I'll post the joke. But when people say it is what it is, like when people are sort of going, oh, I can't work Wednesday because I've got to go and take the thing. It is what it is. You're like, well, what again? What is that? It's a circular thing. Just stop saying it is what it is. That really irritates me. Yeah. Another one I don't like is when you're in the lift.
Are these puns?
Well, these are just things that annoy me.
They're not even puns. Because I had to Google what is a pun.
So did I.
This is just a list of things that give Ben the irrits like an old person.
Okay, well, you know what? These are just things that irritate me. So
let's keep going. Cause,
you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
You know when you're in a lift and the lift is everyone gets in and someone goes 2 and then 4 and then 3 and then 6 and before you know it, there's like 9 people in the lift and every button is pushed and then someone goes stopping all stations. I hate that.
Or what about when somebody says, "Can you smell gas?"
Oh, really? Oh,
And you've accidentally let one rip.
tooted. Oh, no. But
All
then when
right.
you've got the full lift and the door's open and
Oh,
someone walks out and someone goes, next stop, women's lingerie sport.
God,
It's like,
yeah.
come
Shut
on,
up.
we're done. Are we not done
Yeah.
with that? So,
Yeah, no.
yeah, but look, I could go on, but I won't. I just think it's funny that, some professions probably hear the same jokes over and over. I often think of, all these doctors that have to do the prostate
Yeah.
checks and,
Oh,
the men
yeah.
to be like, oh, buy me a drink first. Or does that mean we got
Yeah.
to get married now and all that sort of stuff? I'm
Oh,
sure I'd love to
gross.
hear,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
of the things people hear. But now I
I
just feel like I'm complaining
No, don't worry. I'm like a world record holder, gold medalist at
for complaining.
complaining. Yeah. Hey, I put into Chat
Mm,
GPT
mm.
puns, right?
Okay.
Because puns and bad jokes are very, very similar.
They are, yeah.
So, but I wanted to tell you, I wanted to tell you, Ben, that I'm reading a book at the minute on
Mm.
anti-gravity,
Anti-gravity, oh yeah.
and I just can't put it down.
Oh dear. That's terrible.
Is that bad?
That's awful.
Oh my God. Oh, by the way, I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high, and she
Oh.
looked surprised.
Penicillin.
I would like to
Yeah.
see that, actually. Yeah, that would be quite funny.
Yeah. But just wrapping up on this, did you hear about the Italian chef that died?
No.
No, he passed away.
Oh, no. Kristy.
Look, these weren't written by me.
This is
All
CHAT
right.
GPT.
Yeah,
Goodness
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
As a comedian, I am offended.
Oh,
I am.
yeah. Because Ben writes his own jokes, but
I do, and they
Yeah.
might not be funny either, but hey. There was another one here.
Yeah.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because
Why?
he was outstanding in his field.
Oh,
I mean, wow.
boom.
Now that is a pun. That's a pun.
Okay. I used to play
That is an
piano
actual
by
pun.
ear, but now I use my hands.
Maybe that's what's wrong with Auntie Ashley's ear. Has she been playing piano
I'll ask her, Mum, have you been playing piano with your ear?
by ear?
No, only
No.
my hands.
Only her hands. No, that's not what's the cause of the problem, Dr. Ben. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, here, come back and see me next week.
Well, I reckon we've had a really good podcast.
Have we? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Good.
We've had a really good catch up, Ben, and we've got some
Yeah.
really good special guests lined up for future episodes. We're actually meeting next week to have a chat with the Hindmarsh Youth Council.
Yes.
Talk
Okay.
about some of the new youth councillors that are come on board for 2023. So
Fantastic.
really looking forward to chatting to Georgina, and that'll be in a future episode. And we also have some other things lined
We
up.
do. Our next episode.
Announce it, or we can announce it.
Well, our next episode, we're going to be talking to a local Adelaide artist who is a very good friend of mine, but stay tuned.
Stay tuned, peeps.
Stay
and then
tuned.
in the middle of the year, we've also got the Women's World Cup panel discussion. So I just need to.
Yes.
I've got everyone lined up for that. We just need to make a date. So it'll be really, really good, and look forward to talking to some real life sports stars and people that are in that industry talk about the World Cup. So that's going to be good, Ben. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and diversity and inclusion in sport. I know that if we're talking about the guests that we're talking about, they're very involved in that, and it'll be fantastic to talk about all that stuff.
Indeedy. And then August, it'll be Eson on the road.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow!
I can't
Last time we did that, you're in the
August.
snow. I know.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh,
and you're
I was
in
at
that
Falls
bunker.
Creek. Yeah, that's right.
And it was a
12
great
months
recording
ago.
bunker.
Yeah, it was. It was really cool, wasn't it?
Yeah. But
All
anyway,
right,
we're
guys.
wrapping up.
Well, we are wrapping up. Thank you so
Who
much for
knows
listening.
how long this went for?
Yeah,
Thank you.
who knows?
That was fun. Who knows? We're
It
going to
was
do some
fun,
edits. We had a few interruptions, but
We
that's
sure did, but that's okay.
It's all good. Yeah.
All right.
Love
Have
it.
a great week, and
Yeah.
look forward to chatting to you soon. See you
See
later.
you later. Bye-bye.